It is Wednesday, February 15th, 2023. Today's match is the Nasty Boys versus the Hart Foundation. I took this match from WrestleMania 7. It was March 24th, 1991. It was the undercard of Hulk Hogan versus Sergeant Slaughter was the main event. And this was the fourth match on the card. If you go to the network and want to watch the actual match, so today we're recreating it. And it was the Nasty Boys were Jerry Saggs, who's in the ring, and the guy on the apron is Brian Knobbs. And then, of course, Bret Hart's in the ring and Jim Anvil's on the outside. The Nasty Boys are community creations I got, and the Hart Foundation are actually in the game. So I just had to take them right off the regular roster. And then Nasty Boys were one of the star tag teams of the time, along with the Hart Foundation. I think the Nasty Boys, I think they must have started late 80s, again, around then. And then the Hart Foundation got going in like the mid 80s, I guess it was. This is shortly before Bret Hart went on his singles run and won the world title. And he fought Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 12 in the Iron Man match that lasted an hour. Actually went over an hour because it went to overtime. And this was the WrestleMania that was supposed to be at the LA Coliseum with like, I guess, 100,000 people or so. And they moved it to the LA Sports Arena with like 20,000 people. So it ended up being a lot smaller crowd than they originally anticipated. Now every year they have it in a big stadium with between 50 and 100,000 people every year. But back then they used to have them in smaller arenas, and then they tried to do what they did at WrestleMania 3 when they had they had it in the big arena at WrestleMania 3 for Hogan and Andre, and then they tried to do it here, and it didn't work out for whatever reason. The poor ticket sales or what, I'm not sure why exactly they ended up moving it, but that's what happened. Also on this card was the Undertaker's, the beginning of the streak where he beat Jimmy Snuka was on this card. So I like this show. It was pretty good, WrestleMania 7. Also, it had Andre the Giant's final WrestleMania appearances at WrestleMania 7 because he came out during the Big Boss Man match, and he didn't even get in the ring. He was just on the outside, and it was Mr. Perfect versus the Big Boss Man, and Andre came out, and then he came out to help the Boss Man. So that was that. And then Andre was Andre's. Yeah, Andre was never at WrestleMania. He wasn't at WrestleMania 8. So it was his final. No, his final match was at WrestleMania 6, but his final appearance was WrestleMania 7. So, but he was just a ringside he wasn't with Boss Man. He came out during the match and helped Boss Man. He wasn't there at the beginning. He didn't like walk out and manage him. Anyway, so we got Bret Hart with the cover here. I doubt that'll end it. Nope. So we got a lot of finishers here. Brian Knobbs has one. The finishers are the X1 at the bottom. It says Brian Knobbs in the lower part of his card there, for whatever you want to call it. It has an X1, and Jerry Saggs has an X1. That's their finishers. It can go up to 3. For those that don't know this game, how it works, those are the finishers. All right, so Knobbs getting some punches in and a backbreaker, and he's going to tag in Saggs here. I like the tag matches in this game. Besides the too often when they cover, they interfere, but besides that, they play pretty good tag matches in this. Bret Hart, nice clothesline by Bret Hart there. So yeah, WrestleMania 7 was also the card with Ultimate Warrior might probably his best match against Randy Savage, the retirement match. That was that's one of the best matches. And Warrior won that match, and Savage, he retired, but he ended up coming back. He didn't really retire. But that was the match. And Warrior and Savage. This is about a year before they actually had a brief tag team called the Ultimate Maniacs, if you remember that. Which I wish it had a longer run, because that would have been a really cool tag team. You go on YouTube and see some. I guess they had some of their promos. I like their promos when they were the Ultimate Maniacs. They're on YouTube, and they might be on. I don't know if they're on the network. I'm pretty sure they're on YouTube though. And also, this is when no, this is about a year before the the it is a year before WrestleMania 8 when Bret Hart fought Roddy Piper for the Intercontinental title. So it's 2 years before Bret was fighting for a world title at WrestleMania 9. Who remembers Giant Gonzalez at WrestleMania 9? He was he didn't wrestle really good, but he was just cool because he was so big, because he was taller than Andre the Giant, which is pretty impressive. And let's see, also on this card we had that's for the Road Warriors, or the Legion of Doom, fought Power and Glory. If you remember that team, Paul Roman, Hercules. That was a good. Yeah, the team was okay. They weren't the Road Warriors. And this match had, I mean, this card had 14 matches on it. It was a pretty big card. I don't think WrestleMania has. I don't know if they have 14 matches anymore. They do 2 nights, maybe they do, and it didn't count. But back then, a few WrestleManias in a row had 14 matches. I think WrestleMania 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 all had 14 matches. I think maybe 4 had more because they had the heavyweight tournament in there. Might have more matches. But because some WrestleManias they had, like, I don't think they even had 10 matches on some of them. But this was a long card. It was I think they had it at 7 o'clock Eastern. It was the first time they had a night WrestleMania, because they were during the day at that time. WrestleMania 1 was at 1 o'clock Eastern actually, and then that's right. 2 was on a Monday night, which is strange. And then 3, 4, 5, and 6 were at like 4 in the afternoon Eastern. This was the first night one besides WrestleMania 2. Of course, WrestleMania 2 was from Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York. If anybody remembers that, or you look it up, and then they had that was pretty cool having the 3. They never did it again, but they had the 3 different cities. And they had to have an announced team in each city. I guess maybe it didn't go too well. They never did it again. All right, Knobs on the anvil now. We'll see if he can get him here. Punching him pretty good. Like these Nasty Boys are really well done. Whoever created them. Got the shirts look great. The faces, everything. That's why I picked them, because there's more than one Nasty Boys. This one looked the best to me, so I downloaded this one for the game. See, WWE 2K23 is about a month away. Hopefully somebody makes a nice Nasty Boys for that. I really hope you could just transfer over for your created wrestlers. I don't think you're gonna be able to do that though, because it stinks to have to redo it every year. You see, you have 100 wrestlers. They give you 100 slots on this, and you got to redo them every year, which it's time consuming. I'd rather just get right into the matches. But you have to go get if you don't create them, you got to wait for somebody else to create them too. All right, Bret Hart with the sharpshooter here. I like the finisher. The Hart Foundation's finisher used to be that they called it the Heart Attack, where the end will hold the guy, and Bret Hart would do it like a running clothesline. That was a great tag team finisher. See if he gets him. He's gonna interfere with it. Yeah, see, it's cool, but if it happens too much, it's annoying when they break up the pin. Bret Hart, nice suplex there. Get Knobs rolls out of the ring. Go get a cup of coffee, take a break. Here's another sharpshooter here. See if he gets him here. I think I have finisher. I don't know if I have finishers or pins. This may have to end in a pin. I forget how I set this match. But yeah, he didn't. Oh, the anvil's going too. I think the other guys just took off. They went to Went to go get some steaks or something. All right. See if Brett gets him in. Nope, he kicked out. Sags is being tough. Oh, Bret Hart's gonna get him again here. Let's see if he taps or if he pins him. Yeah, I don't think I have submissions on because he's. Oh no, maybe I do. He is tapping. No, he didn't. He already. Yeah, he didn't. He would have ended the match there. I have submissions off because he tapped and the match didn't end. I like to turn submissions off. I don't know what you like to do, but I like to turn off the submissions. If I just want to make sure it ends in a pin, I turn off the submissions. Oh, nice reversal by Sags. And Bret Hart is fighting back a little there. Smashes him down. He'll probably. Oh, Anvil's gonna get him out of it. There we go. Knobs is still going down there. Where'd he go? Sometimes they disappear for a while in this game. When you're having a tag team. Yeah, he's still not there. He must be down on the floor. Rest. Maybe he's hiding under the ring. Maybe he has some snacks under the ring. He's under the ring having some snacks. All right, Sags is getting beat on here. Let's see, he's most beat up in this game. Yeah, Sags. Oh, Bret Hart's pretty beat up too. His head's orange. Actually, Bret Hart's the only one that his head's beat up. Everybody else's head's not touched. If you look at the color coding down there. If you don't know, it goes to yellow to orange to red. Red being the worst when they're getting beat up. Their body parts. So it's unusual. Sags' legs are actually yellow. The legs usually don't get worn down too much on these games. When the computer fights itself, which that's I have here. The computer's fighting itself. Right, now the Anvil and everybody's fighting. Anvil's out there with Knobs and Sags in the ring. Bret Hart. Let's see. I wonder if they'll go out and maybe they'll settle the differences here and go out for pasta after the match. We got him. Nasty Boys beat the Harts, which is actually what happened in the actual match. The Nasty Boys had beaten the Harts. All right, I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.